Shane Dawson made a fatal error in crossing the moral line of what celebrities deem acceptable. Even though he isn't part of the Hollywood mainstream, his millions of subscribers still have directed a spotlight on his actions. Now countless celebrities are speaking out against him and hopefully raising some awareness as to just how nefarious Shane Dawson truly is. Welcome to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host Johnny Rogers, and before we kick this video off, let me know down below who your favorite actor is and tell us why. Also, if you don't want to miss another daily video from us, make sure you tap that subscribe button to join our notification squad. And don't forget to ring that notification bell. You gotta be able to comment first. Now, with any further delay, let's get right into today's list of the top 10 celebrities who hate Shane Dawson. In at number 10, Cupcake. The rapper Cupcake, who had previously worked with Shane Dawson, announced that she will no longer work with the now disgraced YouTuber. When that video of him emerged making crude gestures in front of the Willow Smith poster, she took to Twitter and condemned his actions. Cupcake said that no one should be lusting over a child and that a grown man should understand this. She also added that while it was fun making videos together, they will most certainly have to go their separate ways, leaving him with a final note about his desperate need for growth. Cupcake appeared in a video with Shane Dawson back in 2017 where they found a way to work in some of her music for promotion. It was a good collaboration that probably brought her a ton of new fans, especially considering the fact that the video has now been viewed over 4 million times and has over 200,000 likes. I get that she wants to distance herself from him now, but all of the stuff that we're calling him out for already existed online. Do your research when you're doing collabs. That's all I'm saying. In at number 9, Cameron Lester. Cameron Lester is another big YouTuber that really doesn't like Shane Dawson and his shady behavior. He was also responsible for first mentioning Shane's involvement in the Bye Sister video by Tati Westbrook, which kind of kicked off this whole demise, so yeah, you could say that he had it out for him. Although the tea was really spilled when Cameron said that he felt very uncomfortable anytime that he had to film with either Shane or Jeffree Star. He also alleged that they had treated him as if he was just their token black character. During his Instagram live post, he talked about how Shane used fear and manipulation tactics to keep him from speaking out, even though he felt tokenized and lost without their help. That feeling of lost without them and just having to ignore their past must have really been eating him up inside. At least he finally got a chance to be heard. In at number 8, Taddy Westbrook. When the dramageddon began between Taddy Westbrook and James Charles, everyone believed that this disturbance in the beauty powers at YouTube was simply between those two. Westbrook's new 40-minute video titled Breaking My Silence exposed alleged actions from YouTuber Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson and the involvement that the two had last year in the feud between Westbrook and Charles. It appears that by doing this video, Shane Dawson was especially exposed for actually assisting Westbrook in her attack on James. Multiple sources close to the situation said that Dawson most definitely helped Tati with her video exposing James Charles after he promoted a beauty brand that wasn't hers. The attack came because Tati felt like James had double-crossed her and promoted a brand that was in direct competition with her own. And both Shane and Jeffree have an interest in the business of beauty, so their assistance could be coming from a place of wanting to close out their competition. Either way, Tati is most definitely not a fan of Shane Dawson anymore, at least for legal purposes. In at number 7, Sebastian Williams. Sebastian Williams has a massive platform on YouTube simply for commenting on this beauty community drama. He's even been personally called out by James Charles himself. James Charles called Sebastian Williams disgraceful for making a video about the comments that James's mother made about Tati, which just prompted Sebastian to make a video about that. So it's clear that he has no problems making some enemies in that community and equally finds a way to wedge himself into the drama to get more views on his channel. Now, he either posted this next tweet I'm about to read because he truly hates Shane Dawson, or he did it to stir more controversy and bring in the views, aka it was trending. Either way, Sebastian tweeted, "Let's drop all the offensive and inappropriate jokes Shane has said under this tweet." Along with that, he attached his own example, which just blew up Twitter. Bye-bye, Shane. In at number 6, Gabby Hannah. Gabby was once very good friends with Shane Dawson. They made about 12 videos together, and she was once even a featured guest on his podcast called Shane and Friends. Although after Gabby and Shane's cameraman Andrew had broken up, Shane and Gabby kind of stopped being friends. Back in 2018, she sort of jokingly shaded him by tweeting that he ruined TanaCon so that he could film a documentary series. And because Shane is still friends with a lot of YouTubers that Gabby Hannah has been at war with as of late, I doubt she is going to continue associating with him. Just recently, with the backlash against Shane growing, Gabby deleted all videos with him in it. This led to the disappearance of 40 million views on her channel. And according to Metro UK, Gabby confirmed this on Twitter, but when I went to go look for that original tweet, it said that her account no longer existed. Which means that Gabby Hannah deleted all of her social media accounts, and I guarantee she is resenting Shane Dawson for this. In at number 5, Jada Pinkett Smith. Now this video did exist on the internet prior to the Smith family and their reactions. They were just unaware of its existence. Although due to the traction from Sebastian's tweet, it came across them and their reaction was pretty reasonable considering the nature of that video. You know the one I'm talking about. There's zero context, and I can't imagine watching that video if the victim of the joke was your daughter. Jada, being the mother bear that she is, took to Twitter and displayed her hate for Shane Dawson. It mainly sounded like she wanted him to know that she was angered by this, but either way. Jada said, "To Shane Dawson, I'm done with the excuses." This comes after Shane made that apology video called Taking Accountability, and according to Social Blade, Shane is said to be losing around 100,000 subscribers a day following that video. And Jada had a big role in that. In number 4, James Charles. 2019 has to be a year that James Charles wants to forget, like forever. Thanks to the meddling of Shane and Jeffree Star, his life was flipped upside down. All this love for him suddenly went away, and he was being attacked by people that he once thought were his friends. Not at all saying James Charles or anyone else on this list is perfect. I mean, we're all humans and therefore suffer similar slips of anger or extreme ego, and for YouTubers as big as these people are, that ego can become very inflated. Through no fault of their own, by the way. As I've said many times, this influencer fame is a first for us as humans. We just haven't developed a good way to handle the stress of millions of people watching your every move. Regardless, James has to still hold some hatred for Shane, constantly stoking the fire and adding to his demise by calling him a power-hungry guru. Shane wasn't even a part of that world, but once he had interjected himself, he suddenly believed that he was the authority on right and wrong. The irony is, Shane was most definitely the power-hungry person in all of this, along with Jeffree Star. In number 3, Cassie Mua. 3 months after James Charles released his video called No More Lies, Shane decided to release a trailer for the beautiful world of Jeffree Star that only furthered the drama. It didn't provide any new details, it just added more drama to the feud between Westbrook and James. Many felt that the drama between them had actually begun to settle, but this trailer only reopened those old wounds. Cassie, who was good friends with James Charles, responded to Dawson's recent apology about teasing the drama, and she did not hold back. Cassie made it very clear that she wasn't going to bite her tongue anymore. In addition to a video, Cassie left a comment that says, "I find it quite the comedy that Shane regrets putting it in the trailer more than anything in the world. Funny, he didn't seem to have morals when he privately spoke to them, before blasting it for millions and millions of people to speculate when James kindly asked him not to post that trailer, because it would reopen wounds that he was still trying to heal from." Oh yeah, I remember that. I was right there when he got the text from Shane saying he was still going to post it, and he did. So as it stands, it looks as though not a single soul in the beauty community wants to associate themselves with Dawson or even defend his apologies. In at number 2, Susan Wojcicki. Susan Wojcicki has been the CEO of YouTube since 2014. Hi Susan. Which comes 8 years after she was able to convince Google to purchase the streaming platform for a whopping $1.65 million. Since then, she has come under attack for the way that she has been managing the site, but even more interesting has been her relationship with Shane Dawson. Shane has been on YouTube since the early days, and once Susan was CEO, she tried to actually bond with him. In 2019, I guess Shane was having some problems with the platform, so Shane tweeted, "I'm not trying to come for Susan Wojcicki's gig, but if she ever wants to have a tea session about stuff like this, I'm always down." Susan then replies with, "Hey Shane Dawson, how does next month sound?" So you can see that she has been open with her friendship, although as soon as this backlash hit, so did Susan. Susan set aside any previous friendship and went right for Dawson's pocket. Recently, YouTube suspended monetization on all 3 of Shane Dawson's channels. With fears that he would hurt other noteworthy creators by association as well as their advertisers, that friendship disappeared fast. Last but certainly not least, in our number 1 spot, Jaden Smith. Now, Jaden has a lot to be upset about in terms of what Shane Dawson has done. Not only did he call him out for years of blackfacing, but he especially took exception to Shane's joking about his little sister. When the Smith family comes for you, it's pretty much game over. I can't imagine having an enemy in both Jaden and Jada Smith. Along with his tweet calling him out for the Willow incident, he received over 1 million likes and over 180,000 retweets. This also spawned a ton of people to comment more evidence against Shane Dawson. This has to have just further fueled the anger that he already had for him. And due to YouTube still pushing down and censoring comments about this kind of stuff, I'd rather not read out his tweet, but you can easily find it on his Twitter profile. Needless to say that between the 2 viral tweets that Jaden sent out and the one that Jada tweeted, Shane's reputation is taking a severe hit. Will and Willow Smith have yet to comment on the controversy, but we await their response with bated breath. With that, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled Top 10 Interviews That Destroyed an Actor's Career Part 2. Crimson Carson says Johnny should own an Italian restaurant. How did you know that was my backup plan? How did you know? Did Susan tell you? Britannica Meyer says, Bacon Overlord, please shout me out and my corgi will get extra treats. He'll get those anyways, but you're awesome. Hey, if a corgi is getting extra treats, I'm all down for that. There's your shout out, and say hi to your corgi for me. Brianna Wilkinson says, my favorite actor is Ryan Reynolds. I love him as Deadpool, and I have a question. What is your favorite actor? Ryan Reynolds is a great choice. I personally can watch Christopher Walken in anything. He's my favorite. Christopher Walken can do no wrong. Crystal Orski says, Johnny, I swear you look like G-Eazy. LOL, definitely same features. I've heard that before, and it's probably just the hair and the skin color. Zavalva says, thanks for not making a whole video about one person. Well, this is awkward. I bet you didn't like this video then. Sorry. Hannah Blazejova says, I am sure that there is a good movie with Kara. It's the footage from Johnny Depp's elevator. How could I forget her starring role in that drama piece? You're right, that is a good one. We should add it to our IMDb page. And that has been the top 10 celebrities who hate Shane Dawson. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our editors for all of your hard work. If you enjoyed this video, then please show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, don't forget to leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on today's list. And for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is tap that playlist when it pops up. From Top 10 Beyond the Screen, my name is Johnny Rogers, saying until next time, stay classy.